change in 2010 when I went back to Vietnam to visit my parents. And I came across hundreds of girls my age, all thin and dirty, living on the dirty streets. It shocked me that we are the same age, but yet living in a completely different world. We live different lives. And if I wasn't fortunate enough to be here in Canada, I would be just like one of them. So with $30 in my pocket, I bought some food for them. The following year, I took a month off work, unpaid, and I saved up money. I managed to go back to Vietnam for a month. And this time, with the help of my clients, I was able to have money and buy more food for poor people. But as I continue my mission, I find that keep feeding them wasn't a solution. Because each year as I return, they remain poor and they stay the same. Through personal experience, I finally realized that the best way, or the way that I feel out of poverty, is through education. Just like the opportunity that was given to me here in Canada. So with the help of my clients, my friends, strangers, I brought bicycles for the village children to go to school. At this time, my piano teacher, my mentor and now my partner, Michael, told me about the tragedy that's happening in Vietnam and all over the world, which is child sex slavery and human trafficking. As devastating as it was for me to learn about this issue, he introduced me to an organization, One Body Village, that rescue and rehabilitate young girls from brothels and sex slavery. So on my next mission, I decided to find this OBV house where these girls are being cared for, and I visit them and brought them gifts from donations I got here, and I taught them skills. I don't know how much they learned from me, but they have taught me so much about life as young survivors. After being sold into sex slavery, some of them serve as many as 10 to 15 men a day. The youngest one that I met in the house, she was only 5. Some of the girls that I saw, they had to wear pads due to continuous bleeding. And one of the girls that I know, one of the girls I know, she got her vagina sewn up many times, just so that the customer would think that she's still a virgin. Some customer demands to have virgins because they believe that if they sleep with a virgin, they will flush away all the bad lucks of their businesses. As a woman, I feel the pain, the betrayal of life, and the coldness of the world that these girls are feeling. And like now, many nights, I wake up with nightmares, and she was on my pillow thinking about them. You can tell it does affect me very much.
One of the girls I met, her name is T. She was 11 years old at the time I met her in January in my trip back to the OBB house, One Body Village house of the child sex victim in Ho Chi Minh City, which she was among a group of 10 girls playing Barbie and stickers in the room. I entered the room and started working with them. One of the girls approached me and worked with me for the rest of the day. At lunchtime, I heard about her horrible story from the guardian. She had been served 10 to 20 men a day before she was rescued. For the rest of the day, she kept insisting me to play with her. Then I realized that she needed a parent, a father, or at least someone can have time to listen to her. And that made me, she reminded me of my own daughter and all the young girls in Canada. We all come into life equally, but why we live a happy life here and others suffer? Why not us? Can we do something to change? At the end of the Civil War in 1975, million Vietnamese people left the country. An estimate number of 300 to 500,000 people died at sea because they never reached the destination. Among them, many girls and women were raped and abducted, including a member of my family. A 15-year-old girl was raped. A 14-year-old sister also raped. And the youngest sister of 11 was beaten to death with a hammer by a pirate when she tried to stay afloat after they both sunken by the pirate. And many of other girls were kidnapped and kept alive on the islands after sex slavery for years and never found it again. 30 years after, I still wonder why I survived and others suffer and die. I talked to my daughter, why not us? They will do something to change. That's when I and Kelly decided to found a charity which is called Help Kids to School Foundation. With the help of many people in Canada, from Kelly Hair Salon, friends, Vince, Louise, with some friends from the church choir, Teresa, Dominic, Kelly's clients, and children from my band. We fundraise to build a school in Lang Son, Vietnam, 14 kilometers away from the China border, in the area where many young girls have been sold into the prostitution industry. Things seems to be impossible from the beginning. We decided to raise 50,000. At the moment I promised to people back there, we had no clue how to make 50,000. But at the end, with the help of many friends, things become possible. Finally, we finished a school after 2 years. In parallel with the school, we also helped to build a water well in the island area to help people, to have the ethnic people to have a clean water to drink.
At Help Kids to School Foundation, we focus on kids because they are the most vulnerable. They can fix the mistakes that their ancestors have caused if they are educated and are shown the right way for themselves and the world that they live in. When I accepted to come here to speak today, what we hope to get out of it is to become a voice for children that can't be heard. I want to share with you the things that I've seen for the last 6 years, and I hope you will be involved. You may ask, how can I help? This is really not something that Superman requires him to do. Just normal people like us. Look at me. I'm just a passionate hairstylist. Look at Michael. We can become a voice for those who can't be heard and are trapped, that are waiting to be rescued. We want people who are causing these pain to these children know that we know what you are doing and we will not accept those wrongdoing anymore. You can help by participating in any fundraising event or even create your own. Do you love to bake? Do you love to play music, draw? Do whatever you love to do and tell people why you're doing it for. Become a voice. Nothing you do or give is too small. Ever since Help Kids to School charity started, it has become a second full-time job for us, unpaid, but the most rewarding job for me, even more than my passion hairstylist. Later, as we build our experience and resources, we want to create more schools in other countries like Cambodia, which I know a lot about trafficking, child sex slavery, in India, which is, you all may heard from the media, I would cry if I mentioned that. In Nigeria, the girls are being kidnapped right now. I do pray for them. So, we want every children in the world to have the opportunity for education to be children. And since you all being here, listening to our presentation, you've shown that change is possible. I urge you, I challenge you to take action. Come with us on our mission. We welcome you. If you love to dig, help us build water wells, which we did, and I'll show you a picture that really, I laugh every time I think about it. So when we went to visit the village that we built the water well, obviously we were the first one who came to see them ever since they had that community. And the gentleman, he thanked us by giving me a live chicken that he was pulling upside down on his leg. And the chicken was actually still alive, and it was barking at me, and I'm like, and I had a plane to catch because we had to go to Hanoi to visit the school. So he really gave it to us like this, with the chicken dangling like. So I'm like, thank you very much. I would love to take it with me, but I do really have a plane to catch. So I said, I'll see you next year, and so we leave it at that. But it just shows how simple they are. And again, we are here to be a voice, to stop and help stop child sex slavery and human trafficking. Please become a voice, spread the word. With your help and support, you are an extended hand that enable us to reach to those in need. Together, change is possible. Would you join us in becoming a voice, lend a hand, make a difference, and save a life? Thank you so much, everyone.
She's the only one that can jiggle well with hair like that.
Next year on my mission, I'm gonna bring this to them.
Wow, that's our hair and makeup team. This is the Global Change Initiative. This is what we're doing. We are working with people who are making a difference in this world to try and eradicate poverty, child sex slavery, sustainability. It started off as a green project and grew into everything else. And, you know,